It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Lions going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The slot man in motion right. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And here we go on 1st and goal. In motion is Coates. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
In motion left, the tight end. Again, it's Abdullah. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They go again with Muhammad. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lynch. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On third down, Lynch. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 54 yards.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion is Coates. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. A second down run for Abdullah. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first and 10, it's Lynch. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Lynch. His throw incomplete. And on second and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle, whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Abdullah. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
From the gun, Lynch. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's forced out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On second down, here's Lynch. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. They run. Abdullah. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Lynch looking to throw on second. And Green with a catch left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completion.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw again. Lynch. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
To throw on third down. Lynch. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit Leopard. All right, now, look at
They go with Abdullah again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
You know how we get focused to end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense playing for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move them.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shane Ray in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is third and long. Operating from the gun. Lynch. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now running right through it. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now let's go.
A handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Lynch on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Once again, it's Lynch. And his throw here is incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Third and 2. Now Lynch. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Shipped together here from the D-line. And now Lynch. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Destroy.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Abdullah. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Toss to Abdullah. They find some open field here. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll tell. Jordan Matthews all by himself. Touchdown, Detroit. Jordan Matthews, 55 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right near the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Lynch. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Throwing again. Lynch. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Akeem Spence in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Lynch now work to do certainly after that sack. This is third and long. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. From the gun, Lynch. And this is going to be intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wiggles free. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off for Abdullah. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 50 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing on first down. Lynch. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. First and 10. Lynch. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, and it's third and short. To throw again is Lynch, and able to find Green. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. On first and 10, it's Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jarrett Davis in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with Abdullah. Room here to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
On the run, Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. pistol. They'll run with a duel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Gun!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he hits his man, Matthews. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?